All right, if you have not guessed it by now, this news comes from Milwaukee. And I'm going to tell you what, this is freaking awesome. And I also have another surprise for you in this video here, so you definitely want to stick around. But what is it? What is this new offering from Milwaukee IA? Well, here you go. Tell me what it looks like. Yes, that's right. It looks like the new lawnmower. And I'm very excited because we got all the freaking details, all the information you want. And don't forget, we got a surprise here during the video. But this thing here looks really cool. There's some demonstrations I'm going to show you about this. Everything you need to know about this new Milwaukee mower, when it's going to come out, the price range, how it operates, going up against the other big dogs in the industry, you're going to know by the end of this video. So you definitely want to stick around. All right, so let's talk about the 21-inch self-propelled. Yes, it is self-propelled. The rear wheels turn, not the front, it's the rear. You also got the larger wheels on the back. But when I say 21-inch cut capacity, this is a true 21 cut capacity. That is not the deck size, this is the actual blade size. So yes, when they say 21 inch, you're getting 21 inches of cuts, where a lot of people on the other end of the spectrum here, and we won't talk about certain names out there, but they'll say a 21-inch cut capacity, and basically they're talking about the deck. So it's not a true 21, it might be a 20-inch or 19 or 19.5-inch cut capacity. This is a true 21. Now there is a dual battery. This takes two batteries here. Let's talk about that. All right, so right here, the front of this lid lifts up, and don't worry, we're gonna have way more pictures, but the front lid right here lifts up. You're gonna take two batteries and put it in here. Now, it doesn't matter what batteries you're using. You can use a 12.0 high output battery and a regular 5.0 battery, and it'll still work. Here's the thing though, both batteries work together at the same time. So if you do put a smaller battery in there with a larger battery, as soon as that smaller battery dies, they're both dead. You have to use something that's going to be a little bit more powerful. What I will tell you is you want to go with two 12.0s, and here's the good news. The kit, and they're only going to sell this in a kit, it will come with two 12.0 batteries and a dual rapid charger, which charges the batteries at the exact same time. So you put them in there and they will run at the same time continuously. Here are two other really cool things. So check this out. You got 1, 2, and another 1, 2. So it's 4. You got 4 really cool things. These are lights, and they're not only just a light bar that goes up on the top where the batteries go, or up on the handle somewhere. You got independent LED lights that are going to give you a 360 or almost a 360, right? You're not going to have it in the back here. It's going to shine around here on the bottom, around the deck. And you got this one here, and one on the other side that's going to shine that LED light around the deck. So you're going to get that almost 360 degree lighting. That's real nice, like in the dark areas, right? So if you're cutting at night or early in the morning, here's the other thing I want to point out for you. This deck right here, all this, other than this, is all metal. This is a stamped metal deck for heavy duty applications. This is going to be plastic. You got a handle up in front, got a handle in the back. If you need to pick it up, put it in the back of your truck or your car or whatever you're doing, I don't know. You're going to be able to do that. You got those handles, but this is a stamped metal deck, so more heavy duty quality than what your plastic lawnmowers are going to provide you. Now, let's move it over to the performance, and I got some video for you. All right, so this is their demonstration. Obviously, it is winter right now. It's January. We've got a snowstorm coming, people. They take this when they were making this lawnmower. So here's what we got here. This is obviously, and they didn't mention this, but this is obviously the Ego, probably the #1 selling battery-powered mower on the market. This is definitely an Ego. I can tell it's an Ego. I have this mower. It's 56 volt. They also have, it looks like probably a Honda, right? That's the top-selling mowers. Honda, they're the best out there when it comes to gas, and then the Milwaukee IA. Here's the performance. Let me get my face out of there, and I'm going to let you hear this and see what they're able to do.
So as you can see, this mower not only had trouble getting started up, but stalled at about 20 feet in this demanding application. Next, we've got the leading gas competitor with a 200cc engine. So as you can see, the leading gas competitor had trouble getting started up and also stalled at about 40 feet into this application. Next with the M18 fuel mower, it got started up instantly, and you'll see it's going to be able to get through this application no problem.
And I heard this guy is still walking. I mean, literally, they don't even know where he's at. He's still cutting grass somewhere. He's like, Forrest Gump. He just keeps walking. So here's what they were basically doing there. Where's he going? It's a long walk. Okay, so they had the ego, and they started in very thick, heavy grass, and they didn't raise the blades up. They just started it with that heavy grass, and you could hear it was struggling to get started. And then when it did get started, still couldn't get to that full power. They started pushing it, cut out. Same thing with the gas mower. They started it with that very heavy, thick grass. They didn't lift up on the mower and start it. They wanted to see if it would be able to pick it up and go. They were barely able to get those blades started. They pushed it and it died. Where the Milwaukee IA, as soon as they pulled that button or hit that button, it started right up, kicked up, and was able to cut. And this guy, I believe, is like in the third, fourth state over right now. He's still cutting. He's just a strip of grass in everybody's front yard. They don't even know where it came from. I think it's this guy here. I also found this test pretty cool. I'm going to show you real quick. This is mulching. Anybody that mulches, doesn't use a bagger or kicks it out the side, you know that sometimes you end up with a lot of the mulched grass clumped up in front of you. Again, they're going to use an Ego. I know it's an Ego. I'm guessing a Honda and the Milwaukee IA. So let's see how this does.
So first, we got the leading battery-powered competitor here. Again, it's going to have some trouble getting started, considering it's under load with this taller grass.
Looks like it's having trouble starting up. Picks
so
it
the
up.
deck had to be tilted back to get the blade spinning. Now you're going to notice almost immediately that clumping is developing behind this mower. So you'll notice a lot of clumping occurring here, which is a massive user dissatisfier when it comes to cut quality. Next, we're going to go with the leading gas competitor here. So you'll notice the leading gas competitor did a bit better than the leading battery competitor, but still saw a clump trail on the right side of that path. Now with the M18 fuel mower, you're going to notice a much cleaner surface appearance. When you take a look at these competitors here with this clumping, clumping is a big user dissatisfier.
So it does reach the full throttle in a second, or under a second, so they say. You also got that smart rev. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to cut. If you hit that higher, denser grass, that thicker grass is going to adjust automatically and then lower back down. It's going to help conserve battery power. Let's talk about battery power. Battery power, you're looking at, well, let me show you real quick. All right, so right here, you're looking at it. So actual area cut per charge, you're looking at about a half an acre. Then you're gonna have to recharge those batteries again. Total lot size, they're saying anything over 3/4 of an acre. This is a little bit underkill, right? You want something a little bit more or a little larger, right? It's going to take you longer. That said, you can put new batteries in and cut as long as you want with it. So this right here is the square footage, and 3/4 of an acre, that's what they're saying this mower is good for. But actual cutting, you're looking at half an acre or up to 60 minutes with a full set of batteries. And that is with the self-propelled and the mowing, right? That's not just pushing it. That is with the self-propelled. So that's not bad, 60 minutes. And that's really normal with the higher end battery power mowers. You are looking at a half an acre. That's what I get with my Ego Select Cut, a half an acre. And then I got to recharge the battery, put a new battery in there. So that's what you're looking at here. And let me tell you one other thing. And some people, well, let's talk about it. Wait a minute. Before I do, more max torque than a 200cc gas mower. So understand with the batteries, you're obviously going to get a lot more torque. It doesn't matter if it's a vehicle, a mower, a tool, whatever. You got that instant torque with the batteries. So this is competing. They want this to be a professional grade mower. That's what they're claiming. So this right here, more torque than a 200cc gas mower. Depending on the run life, if you need something that runs longer, if you're a professional that's out there cutting all day, unless you have a lot of Milwaukee IA batteries, you might want to stick with the gas unless you're in a state or, what are those called? You live in a fancy house complex and you got the HOA, they're saying it's too loud, you can't cut at certain times. This with the dB level, which you're probably, I'm just throwing this out there, we'll test it. You're probably looking around a 70, 75 dB level with this mower. You're only hearing the blades. You're not hearing any engines, no gas, nothing. Let's talk about one other thing, and that is the price. Oh, man. Okay. let me just state that your usual gas mowers and your other very popular battery power motors, you're looking at around $500 to $600. And if it's a battery power motor, you're probably getting the battery and the charger. Now in this kit, you will get the battery, two batteries actually, two 12.0 batteries, 12AH batteries. You'll get a dual rapid charger to charge those batteries up at the same time. Yes, it is rapid, so that's good. You get the mower itself, you get all the plugs, the bags, everything we talked about. The price though, it is, hurts my heart to say it, it's $999. All right, so what do we got right here? Well, we were one of the lucky channels that were selected to show the subscriber base, you, the mower hands-on. Yes, we actually got one. Now I'm going to tell you, these do not hit the store shelves until April 2022, April 1st. We're going to do a full overview video this week coming up. Get subscribed, hit that bell notification. I'm going to show you everything I can about this. And then we're going to, as soon as it stops snowing and we get some grass growing here, we're going to do another video of this thing slicing and dicing. We're going to use and abuse. And then we're going to do some versus videos, some tool duels up against Let You Go. We're going to see what this thing can or maybe can't do. But we're going to have full coverage. So if you want to know about this mower, get subscribed. Hit the bell notification if this video has helped you in any sort of way. Please don't forget that. That's me. That like button. Greatly appreciate it. And I always appreciate you stopping by. With that, we'll be back with more videos soon.